here's what's happening right now.
This was the result of an absolutely senseless and unacceptable act.
A young girl is in the hospital tonight after she was shot in the head. We're live as police investigate and why they need help to put an end to the gun violence.
This is going to be probably the toughest fall that I've ever gone through.
Plus, no fall sports in the Big Ten. We've got you covered on the announcement and how the Badgers are reacting.
And polls close in 2 hours in Wisconsin's partisan primary election. We're live as people cast their ballots once again during a pandemic.
We've got you covered. This is 27 News at 6.
An 11-year-old girl is in critical condition tonight after getting caught in the crossfire of a shootout. Right now, police are looking for the shooters. Good evening, I'm Amber Noggle.
And I'm George Smith. AJ Bayatpour is continuing to follow this developing news for us. He's live on Madison's east side. AJ, what's the latest?
AJ, thank you. And as you just mentioned, there have been 143 shootings in Madison this year, an 88% increase over this time last year. Through July, 582 shell casings have been recovered, more than all of last year, and 55 vehicles or houses have been hit by bullets. 28 people have been shot, including this 11-year-old girl.
We're also following developing news in college sports. 2 major conferences postponing fall sports, including the Big Ten. Sports Director Lance Vieser has you covered on what this means for Wisconsin. All right, Lance, thank you. And the University of Wisconsin system has announced new budget cuts, a 10% reduction in state-supported salary line, or about $6 million, which will mean a reduction in positions. Out-of-state travel will be limited as well through June of next year, along with more than $1 million from furloughs. The system says it'll save $10 million through 2022.
There was historic news in the race for the White House today as Joe Biden announced Kamala Harris as his running mate. Harris, who is black and Indian American, will be the first woman of color on a major party's presidential ticket. Emily Fannin is in the newsroom tonight with what this decision means for Wisconsin. Emily?
All right, Emily, thank you. And a new Marquette Law School poll shows Biden holds a steady lead over President Trump in the state. 50% of those polled support Biden, while 44% support Trump. Biden's support was strongest in downtown Milwaukee, where he has 68%. In Madison, he had 50%, while 45% of those polled favored President Trump. Voters across the state are casting their ballots in the 2020 partisan primary, and right now there's less than 2 hours to go until polls close.
Jennifer Cleese is at a polling place in Madison right now with how the city is adapting its election day for the pandemic. Jen?
Thank you, Jen. And the polls close tonight at 8 o'clock. Stay tuned to WKOW.com and 27 News at 10 o'clock tonight. We'll have you covered on all the results as soon as they come in.
And no matter what your plans are tonight, if they're outside, you're in luck. Chief Meteorologist Bob Lindmeyer is here, and what a difference 24 hours makes, Bob.
No kidding, Amber.
A Middleton coffee shop is taking their defiance of the mask mandate to court, while the owner says they shouldn't have to follow the order.
Plus, several tornadoes confirmed after the recent destructive storms. We'll show you where the National Weather Service surveyed the damage.